What is up, YouTube? How we all doing? We good? We bad? We great? It has been a long time since I have posted. I do apologise. The last video I posted, whether you subscribed or not, or even watched this, was about the Gymshark. So, basically, that was back in August. So it's been nearly 2 months since I think I posted anything about it. Although I think it took me a month to actually drop the video. That is actually how I was going to start this video, but we are 30 seconds late. Anyway, welcome. How is everyone? Have you missed me? You probably don't even know who I am, and quite frankly, I don't blame you. So, what have we been doing for the last 2 months? Not really a lot. So, the reason this video is being done was basically to kind of give you another update into my off-season, what I've been doing, and also what I was doing, which is one of the videos I was going to make, that unfortunately just never happened. So, if you may or may not have noticed that when I did my Instagram stuff, you notice that I started doing the squat, the deadlift, the benching. Well, basically, originally there was going to be a powerlifting meet going on in the gym that I train at, which is Hybrid Fitness in Reigate. Very nice gym, very good. Just don't go at certain times because the gym is always rammed, and I'm joking, go whenever you want. But yes, so the original plan was I incorporated them because on October the 21st, there was going to be a lady there called Roxy. She does powerlifting. I think she's a British champ. I don't remember now. But I was talking to her about doing it, and every time she does these powerlifting meets, essentially I'm always dieting or I'm prepping or whatever. And quite frankly, I don't want to start trying to do 1 rep maxes when I'm dieting because my body just can't take it. If I'd started an off-season, did 3-4 months of it, I probably could have continued on. That's the mindset I've got. Even though bench, squatting and deadlifting and I don't seem to ever get along because I have a niggle in my arse and a hand niggle in my wrist, or wrist niggle. But anyway, so basically I started to powerlift essentially at the beginning of September. My coach was very aware of this. I'm going to move you down because this is like hurting my neck to have up here. This is a bit of a joke, really. But yeah, so that was the plan. So I started to incorporate the 3 main movements, and my program was essentially still designed as to do a push-pull, leg, upper, lower split, which is what I've been doing. It was really good, no dramas whatsoever. And then I think 3 weeks in, I started getting niggles, and my hip and glute is a problem to this day now. I was getting massages, and it feels like the massage aren't actually working. I do believe the guy I'm going to see now has had a baby. If he sees the video, congratulations. I don't know. I will make contact in November because that's when I said I would. But yeah, so I've got this almost like sciatica pain going on in my left glute hamstring area that does stem from essentially getting treatment done. He put his elbow in my left glute. I was going to say arse, but people might think that I'm implying something else. He undid something, and from then I've not really been correct since. And I don't know why. I went back and got more work done, and if anything, it made it worse. And then deadlifting, and every time I deadlifted, I had the pain again. So that was just great. And I also had like I had 160 on the deadlift, which I've never done before. So that was kind of cool. So for a month, basically most of September and October, I was starting to warm up to powerlifting. I was, hitting strong numbers for me. I had a 110 kilo squat, 160 dead, and an 85 bench. And I was starting to kind of freak out a little bit because my top numbers for them 3 are, I think, we were a 4-plate deadlift, which is 180, 3-plate squat, and a 2-plate bench. And I know to some people that's easy work, and I don't care, but for me I was getting close. But again, the issues were just that there were things coming up all the time, and that could be because my form was off. But again, whenever it comes to these particular moves, I got my coach to physically check. They weren't a powerlifting standard, but that was where this lady would come in and sort that. And after time and time and time of essentially trying to get an answer out of her, I think it was like 4 days prior, she was like, I can't do the event. There's like 3 people, I need like 12. And that's fine. These things happen, and I do feel sorry for a little bit. So I was like, and then she offered me not free coaching. She offered me coaching to powerlifting, but that's not the goal. The goal was just to do something for a 3-month period and then move back to bodybuilding. But with that in mind, unfortunately that fell through, so I text my coach and was like, right, we're going back to bodybuilding to end this prep. Well, not prep, this off-season. Not that the training will change in prep, probably. It will just be the same as what it is, but my diet will change. So from now till December, essentially the last 3 months of my off-season, I have been in an off-season or a surplus since September. When I walked off the stage, I literally competed on the 1st of September last year. I walked off the stage, I went home, had a pizza, and then began my off season. That's how I class it. Have I enjoyed this off season? Yes. Not from a food perspective, more about the fact that all the food I've had is good food. I've tried to be cleaner. I've gone through at least 15 different pre-workout choices. I mean, when I first started back in September last year, my main pre-workout was a protein powder, 4 rice cakes with 20 to 30 grams of jam, unless I can't be asked, in which case it was a knife and jam. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect like most people. I have been doing the same diet for a year. Great, not you. So with that being said, I did that, and then I went to chicken and potato. I did bacon and potato. I was having I was going to the gym at 4 in the morning and having like a full cooked meal. It was pretty gnarly when I think about it. And now I'm at a point where I'm having 3 bacon, 3 eggs, and 2 pieces of toast every morning. That's my current go-to pre-workout meal, which I have at breakfast. So we're 7 minutes in, and what are we actually here for? We're going to tell you about the last 3 months of my bulk. So what that's consisting of right now is I am at my highest calories, which I have been on since being with Chris, which is 390 carb on training days and 320 on rest days, 200 grams of protein and 65 fat and 70 fat on non-training day, which equates to I don't have a bloody clue. Also to point out, I think this is the longest I've gone without swearing, so that's an achievement on its own, and my beard looks fantastic. So that's the calorie intake. I believe it's like 3,000 and 2,700. I don't know, and quite frankly don't care. My weight is sitting at 74.5 kilo. I weighed myself Friday. I was 74.1, which is the biggest I have been in this whole off season. I am this close to the 75 kilos. Yes. But yeah, so we changed the program as of last week. Because I wanted to actually go to 4 days a week, but I can do a 5th day. The reason why is on my Sundays I get an hour before I have to get to the gym or go off to work. So I don't want to, like, at the gym opens at 8 o'clock. I want to be done by latest a 9:15. So I've got time to have a shower, time to go to work, time to sort of calm down after the workout. So I wanted 4 days, but I've got 5. I'm not too mad. And the last 3 months are more delt arm orientated. There is no reason for this, it's just what I fancy. So the program consists of 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days with a little flick or a little spice of delt and arm. I'm knackered, I don't know about you. But so we started doing the program Thursday. So what I've done is so you have like, my program is lower A, lower B, upper B, wank, fuck. There's your swear word 9 minutes in. Cunt. No, and then delt and arm. So Thursday we did lower 2, and then Friday we did upper 2, and then Sunday we did delt and arm. Today we did lower 1, and then tomorrow we're doing upper 1. The cycle will go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday. That is the program. Maybe when prep starts to get to the point that I find it difficult, I might go to 4 days, just because the delt and arm thing might not be needed, and secondly it'd be just volume that I'm probably just expending that I don't need. But yeah, that's the training kind of philosophy right now. I'm still doing anywhere between 10,000 steps a day, and my cardio is 4 sessions of 25 minutes. I am also in the middle of trying to like carry on with my PT/coaching business. So I'm really trying to like make more time for that and really push it out there. But when it comes to the coaching aspect of it, and one of the things that like I want to really work on is I don't want to compete with the influencers of the world that we have now and people that are training these kids up there to step on stage. Like, that's cool and I respect that, but that's not me. I'm in my 30s. I don't want to train kids. Like, it's not here. Like, I might train one, but I really want to train people that are like kind of, you know, more my age range, you know, busy mums and dads. Again, this might be a bit hypocritical because I don't have kids, but from an outside point of view, I see like a lot of mums and dads who are too busy, or they put the gym here, but they want to be healthy for their kids, you know. And as a guy that will have kids sooner rather than later, I also want that. So I want to be able to kind of go, well, actually, I made it happen, and I have maybe a lot less than you or whatever. So, you know, I'm really going to work my way into that, and hopefully in the next, I don't know, year, 2 years, it'd be quite nice if I had my own little badge and you come see me if you need to make progress. I have kind of like a little page that I'm going to create maybe down the line. But yeah, right now that's the life of Dow. So for the next like 2-3 months, hopefully if everything goes right, I will continue. I'd like to get to 75 by the end of December. I know it sounds crazy that I'm like 0.9 kg away, but you never know. So I like to think I've made some progress. I'm very excited to see what happens when I diet down, to see how much progress I made. I'm a little bit on the soft side, I'm not going to lie to you, but I will admit that I've had a fair few social events and I haven't tracked everything according, because I'm not perfect, and you have to remember, bodybuilding as a whole is not my goal. Oh, I rhymed, because I'm 35. Quite frankly, I'm lucky I'm still actually able to do what I do. So yeah, that is a 12-minute update of my boring life. I hope you have it. Oh, I don't know if you know, I have a tattoo there. Look at that bitch. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much my life summed up. I hope you enjoy this and follow along. So just a little update. As for what happens in January and that, I'll fill you more in when January comes. I will try to get back to the social at like in prep and try and do prep stories. I can't guarantee, because it's a case of that I don't want to, like, when it comes to creating these videos, it's trying to find the ability to talk to the camera. I know it might come across that I know what I'm like, but I don't. There are people that are far superior than me. And 2, it's trying to think of content that you guys actually want to see. You know, and all the things I do, it's very much like I'm literally sitting here in my room. I've set the camera up, and I am just talking shit. So that's the way I want to keep it. And I'd like to, you know, do a YouTube like Sam does, Sam Sulik, and video my workouts. But because of the way that I train, I'm not something special. I just want to go in and get out. So I don't really want to video how to do a curl. But yeah, that's the video. That's an update in my life. I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I will return with another video when I can be bothered, to be honest with you. There's nothing else exciting till Christmas, really. So yeah, that is that. Anyway, have a lovely evening. Subscribe if you want to see a twat talk more. If not, I will see you all later.